Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphries get married, and we're there for it all, every step of the way. Exclusive images of the dramatic fire that forced Kate Winslet into a real-life rescue. Some of the cutest video of all time as David Beckham and his boys enjoy their summer vacay in Malibu. And Suri Cruise sends her bodyguard on a mission impossible. It's a story you don't want to miss. Plus, all the best celeb sightings of the week from our team of over 2,000 photographers around the world. That's all on Splash, the paparazzi's own TV show.
How you doing, Kim? Congratulations on the wedding. How's the ring?
It looks like Kim Kardashian, her ring, and new husband Kris Humphries are doing pretty well. We spotted the newlyweds at the Los Angeles airport just before they jetted off on their honeymoon to what we can only imagine is some exotic locale. We'll say for being one of the biggest marriages in Hollywood, they look pretty calm. About as calm as Bruce Jenner was when we spotted him just days before.
Let me ask you, what's the big moment that you look forward to?
Just getting her down the aisle.
Yeah.
I'll get her down the aisle, don't worry.
Love you, Dad.
You'd think the father of the bride would be in a frenzy the morning of Kim Kardashian's big day, but Bruce Jenner seemed as cool as they come while getting his morning coffee. That's because all the action was happening in and around El Soto, the fabulous Montecito estate where Kim and Kris were going to say their I do's. California Highway Patrol officers were spotted barricading the streets in an effort to keep the star-studded traffic flowing, and when word spread that Kim and the rest of the bridal crew were staying at the nearby Four Seasons, people started standing by hoping to get the perfect shot. We managed to catch a glimpse of the bride-to-be along with her sister Kourtney and their reality TV show cameras before making their way to the wedding venue, same venue where Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez were supposed to tie the knot back in 2003. But we all know how that ended. Over at the estate, it was a sea of black and white as a celebrity guest started filing in. From Brody Jenner and Avril Lavigne to Lindsay Lohan in a plunging white gown. And how delicious does a 10-tier black and white chocolate and vanilla cake look? Can't wait to watch the newlyweds taking their first bite? Gonna have to wait until October to see it on E! So until then, stay tuned because coming up, we're gonna show you the biggest celebrity weddings of all time. See who makes the list. This is the exclusive video showing the dramatic and smoldering remains of Sir Richard Branson's Caribbean home on his private island after being completely ravaged by a horrible fire. Reports are finally surfacing that lightning struck the home during a tropical storm, and the 20 guests, including Oscar winner Kate Winslet, who literally carried Branson's 90-year-old mother from the house during the ordeal, all escaped safely. According to Sir Richard, Winslet, her two children and boyfriend, Louis Dowler, were staying in the mansion on Necker Island when she acted like a true Hollywood heroine as the home crumbled around them. Just days earlier, we snapped these exclusive pics of the Titanic star, her boyfriend and children at London's Gatwick Airport before they jetted out to the Virgin CEO's island. After hearing of her bravery, the BBC has reported that the London Fire Brigade has extended Kate an invitation to its training center to learn how crews deal with fires. There's been no word on whether she has accepted the offer.
The announcement for the new Kiss album, I see.
That's true.
Ah, dude, you know I'm a big Kiss fan myself.
You're a powerful and attractive man.
I love that. Thank you. I appreciate that. You, that means so much more to me than anybody else.
You'll be very popular in jail.
I believe I can fly, or something like that. David Beckham held his son Romeo up high in the ocean while enjoying a day out in Malibu. The Beckham boys have hardly been out of the water recently, and this weekend was no exception. Beckham proved just how fit he is by throwing his sons around, lifting both Romeo and Cruz aloft his head and sending them crashing down into the warm sea. Celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay also joined the Beckham boys on the beach. Another surf session complete for the Beckham boys. Seems to have become a summer ritual for the gang. Oh well, not a bad way to spend the summer.
Kelly, what do you think of Kim Kardashian?
I love her. She's a beautiful person.
Did you? How come you didn't crash your wedding? Did you go to the wedding?
I was working in New York.
Kelly.
Looks like someone has some huge news to spread. These newborn shots of Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson from Twilight's Breaking Dawn will really ring you in. Starting with a highly anticipated look at Edward and Bella's wedding day. Even vampire girls will be girls, as Ashley Greene and Nikki Reed help primp their new sister-in-law. But then it's just the newlyweds, floating each other's boat on the way to their honeymoon, which was filmed at this home in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where our photographers were able to get a first look at these steamy scenes. See, we knew there was no washing away this couple's embrace. And as the action heated up on the streets and on the beach, it's not twi hard to figure out what happens next. Checkmate. Months ago, our photographers even brought you shots of this very same scene as Pattinson and K-Stu play a game of chess. And that all leads to this first glimpse of Bella spreading the news that she's pregnant with a vampire. But what really bites is Twilight fans will have to wait till November 18th to see these wet and wild scenes on the big screen.
Paris is looking lovely. Did you feel scorned by not getting invited to Kim K's wedding? You still wish her the best? Even though Lindsay Lohan got an invite?
Never part a child from their favorite item. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes' daughter Suri produced the waterworks once she realized that her comfort blanket was nowhere to be seen. But did she get it back? And how did this comfort crime manifest itself? To solve this mystery, we need to head back in time to uncover the history of the blanket. Here's Suri in 2008. Blanket is on full show. Trash can goes past. Blanket is safe. Leaving the ballet, a cyclist gets dangerously close to the blanket. False alarm, people. Wait, who's this guy? Oh, it's Dad. Stand down. A little older and Suri can guard it herself. And recently, she's preferred it if the paps took more interest in her doll.
Take a picture of my baby!
So, the last time we saw Suri, she headed out all alone with Mom striding behind her confident daughter in NYC. Was Suri overwhelmed by the camera flashes? Enough to take her mind off the whereabouts of her prized possession? Because by the time everyone got to a waiting helicopter, the terrifying news had sank in. Luckily for Suri, a quick-thinking bodyguard leapt into action, rescuing the blanket from a pile of luggage and delivering swiftly to its owner, who blew kisses of appreciation on him. Mystery solved.
Still to come, we know that Jennifer Lopez attracts hordes of fans wherever she goes, but this is ridiculous, even for her. Stay tuned to find out what this is all about.
Sorry.
It's the hardest word for Paul Rudd. We reveal why. Boy, oh boy, exclusive pictures of Madonna proving that age is just a number. There's a situation for one of Jersey Shore's most colorful characters, but not one that's going to bother him. All the details coming up. If you think that the recently single Jennifer Lopez would have so many men vying for her attention she'd have to beat them off with a stick, well, you'd be right. The mad frenzy for J-Lo went down in downtown Los Angeles, where she was filming a music video for her song Puppy off her new album Love. We bet they didn't have to look very hard to find guys who could tackle the role of being in love with her. The 42-year-old stunned the crowd of onlookers in a cropped white shirt and skimpy shorts, which showed off her famously flawless figure. Nice melons. No word on when the video is set to release, but you can expect this one to be a riot.
Happy birthday. You know what, I can't take it if I start taking with people that it turns into. Sorry.
We might be living in a material world, but Madonna's a makeout girl. Our photographers found the 53-year-old scorching up the sand in the Hamptons, and her 24-year-old French dancer boyfriend, Brahim Zabat, was definitely feeling it. Yeah, with that look in their eyes and Madonna's kids happily playing on the beach, there was no reason to say, "Papa, don't reach." After having a quick conversation, it obviously takes more than a 29-year age difference for him to keep his hands off her for long. even while catching a view of the ocean. The two were later spotted landing on London's Heathrow Airport. Judging from their faces, they may be across the pond, but they're still thinking about the beach.
Marion Cotillard may be flying with her newborn baby, but it looks like they were friendly skies. The French Oscar winner landed in Los Angeles, and it's the first time our photographers have spotted the smiling actress since she welcomed her baby boy, Marcel, in May.
How's Dark Knight going? You enjoying the filming?
And that's because she's not only a brand new mom, the busy 35-year-old is working hard, seen jumping into tumbler cars and getting escorted by gunpoint in the highly anticipated new Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises. But with no real Batman in sight, she'll have to rely on the heroics of her boyfriend, Guillaume Canet, to help collapse that tricky baby stroller and get the traveling family on their way.
You call that dancing? Really? It's no wonder Mike Sorrentino dubbed himself The Situation, because when it comes to this guy, there's all kinds of situations going on. For one thing, he wears his sunglasses at night, almost every night. And is it really necessary to lift up his shirt everywhere he goes? Some companies dig his antics, however, and pay him to promote their product. Abercrombie & Fitch? Not so much. The clothing label has actually offered to pay him not to wear their clothing. That goes for some of the other Jersey Shore cast members as well. A&F actually issued a statement saying they'd like him to stop sporting their gear because they believe this association is contrary to the aspirational nature of their brand and may be distressing to many of their fans. Whatever that means. Anyway, it looks like Fitch is the one with the sitch now. Their stock is reportedly down 9% since banning the Jersey Shore star from their brand. Talk about a backfire.
Dude, you working out much? What? That's me. All right, hitting the gym, getting fit. How's summer going for you, bro?
Good.
Music, more money, more touring.
No, I'm retired.
Oh, come on. You're like 25.
That's why you're never gonna sell any of those pictures.
Are you kidding me? You're 25 forever, dude.
So you guys gonna have the shoes inside. Oh, okay.
Oh, it is. Okay, thank you.
Well, hot dog. Even reality stars have to wait in line. Bristol Palin, Kyle Massey, and his brother Chris behaved like regular old customers during a trip to Pink's Famous Hot Dogs, waiting patiently to have their order taken, just like everyone else. The only difference is they had cameras recording their every move. The three amigos were shooting a scene for their reality show, and a riveting one at that. Watch as Bristol gingerly eats her hot dog with a knife and fork, while Kyle just takes matters into his own hands. Okay, so it's not the best TV, but get ready because you'll be seeing a lot of it throughout the season. Lunching, that is. One day earlier, we spotted Kyle filming for the show at Doughboys Cafe. What was he doing, you ask? Well, he was having lunch with his former Dancing with the Stars partner, Lacey Schwimmer. We thought at first this was a day date for the dancing duo. That is, until they started walking toward the camera. These guys mess around like they're brother and sister. So we had to ask.
You and Bristol are together. What's up with that?
Tell the truth.
People are rumoring it.
Okay.
That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
Can I get one for my cousin now?
Oh, okay.
No, your cousin.
Have a great night.
You're such a big fat liar.
No, it's my cousin now.
His cousin. Do you believe it?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is it a stretch to think Arnold Schwarzenegger is trying to get back into shape now that he's single? We don't think so. Not only have we spotted the Governor biking along the beaches in Los Angeles, but we always spot him coming out of the hair salon too. Not to mention pretty expensive clothing stores. Keeping up with appearances much? We're not saying he's going to be shacking up with somebody new anytime soon. We just think it's worth pointing out. As for Maria, she seems to be doing well also. We recently spotted her getting in some family time back in Massachusetts, which means her brother gets to throw her in the water. Now, if only Arnold could cleanse his reputation. Still to come, the exclusive interview with reality TV star Audrina Patridge. You don't want to miss.
Yeah, you know, it's just about making good TV and whatever.
Our cameras capture Bill and Hillary Clinton as you might not expect to see them. Find out why the Fabs have a song in their heart for Regis Philbin. And after Kim Kardashian tied the knot, we reveal some of our other favorite celebrity weddings of all time.
I think I'm ready to take a break from reality for a while.
Wait, did she just say what we think she said? Play that clip again.
I think I'm ready to take a break from reality for a while.
You think?
After 7 years, yeah.
So, okay, it's probably not Adrena Patridge's official I'm leaving reality announcement. But if it was, we certainly got the exclusive. Our cameras caught up with the Hills star after landing at LAX, where she had no problem dishing a little dirt on the reality world.
I mean, is it always about like the ratings, that kind of thing?
Yeah, you know, it's just about making good TV and whatever, you know, America wants to see. They don't want to see happy, good stuff. They want to see fights and drama.
But what does Adrena want?
You want to do some real acting?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Kind of like what she did in the straight-to-video flick Into the Blue 2, The Reef? Hey, if it gets her in a two-piece, we're all for it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I love it. Happy birthday, dear Regis. Happy birthday to you. Can I get with you?
Yes.
I want to do this.
Look at this. The paparazzis are serenading.
This is the exclusive video of Elin Nordegren proving that she's moved on, starting her new life away from Tiger Woods and the home they shared, which holds so many painful memories. We spotted Elin and the couple's two children, 4-year-old Samantha and Charlie, who's 2, near their rented home in Palm Beach, 170 miles away from Tiger's mansion. The 31-year-old Swede bought this $12.2 million beachfront property with part of her estimated $100 million divorce settlement and is staying in a rental while it's remodeled. And there's more than just property that proves she's moving on, too. She's been linked romantically with wealthy New York investor Jamie Dingman, who she was spotted kissing and hugging on a recent trip to Stockholm.
Can you pick out the famous couple on this New York street corner? Yep, it's Bill and Hillary Clinton. We stumbled upon the former U.S. president and the Secretary of State strolling hand in hand along Madison Avenue and flanked by Secret Service, and we almost couldn't believe it. The political pair caused less of a commotion than we're used to seeing, but it's pretty clear that the sighting made some people's day. Whether they were out for a weekend stroll or just doing some window shopping, we do know that they stopped off at the store, Todd's, where Hillary looked at shoes and Bill looked at, nothing. And now that Bill revealed he's a vegan, we're thinking we just might spot him out walking more and more as he adapts to his healthier lifestyle of exercise and eating. Yeah, don't look so surprised, Mr. President.
Daddy duty just got a little more hectic for Kevin Federline, now that the former backup dancer has become a father. Again. That's right. He and his girlfriend, Victoria Prince, are now the proud parents of a brand new baby girl, Jordan Kay. Everything was perfect and everyone is doing well, the one-time rapper told Us Weekly. This is the first child for Prince, a former volleyball player from Washington State, and number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Federline. The 33-year-old shares 2 boys with ex-wife Britney Spears and 1 of each with ex-girlfriend Shar Jackson.
Happy birthday, Demi. So what are you gonna do tonight for your birthday? Anything special? Gonna go out with the friends? Have a good night. Happy birthday again.
Just like movies, celebrity weddings are big Hollywood productions. Luckily, we've been able to cover a lot of them, and here are a few of our favorite celebrity wedding moments through the years. Kim isn't the only Kardashian to have her wedding filmed for TV. Sister Khloe married hubby Lamar Odom after only dating for a few weeks. It was a star-studded event at a private Beverly Hills residence that was, of course, filmed for the family's reality show. Keeping with the reality theme, we can't forget Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt's big day. Hollywood's most hated couple walked down the aisle in Pasadena, filmed for an episode of The Hills. At first, we thought the wedding bells were all for attention, but it turns out this was actually real. Following their fall from grace and fake divorce, the couple is surprisingly still together. When you think of Kate Moss, you think of hippie chick, right? Of course you do. And that's exactly how the supermodel got married. Moss married rocker Jamie Hince in the English countryside, wearing an understated and demure dress that she says was inspired by gypsies. Heidi Klum and Seal loved getting married the first time so much that they've done it again and again. The couple renewed their vows during an Arabian Nights themed ceremony in Mexico, then again during a trailer trash costume bash in Malibu, California, and finally one more time in Palm Beach, Florida, this time dressed for Mardi Gras. America Ferrera surprised the world when she got married during an intimate ceremony in front of less than 100 guests, which included several of her Ugly Betty and Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants co-stars. There's Vanessa Williams, Rebecca Romaine, and hubby Jerry O'Connell, Blake Lively, and Amber Tamblyn, who wasn't too happy with the presence of the paparazzi. But it's not truly a wedding until Justin Bieber turns up. The 17-year-old singer turned up at the wedding of his bassist and got on the mic to say a few kind words.
Hey buddy, how are you? Congratulations. Thanks for inviting me.
And even performed one of his hit songs. Now that is one wedding gift everyone can enjoy. The biggest, most talked about wedding in recent history has to be the royal wedding. Kate Middleton and Prince William got married in front of millions of people watching around the world. The streets of London were packed with fans of the royal couple who said their I do's at Westminster Abbey. And while it was a truly lovely affair, filled with all the expected pomp and circumstance, what everyone is still talking about is Kate's sister and her famed derriere. We don't condone upstaging the bride, but in this case, we'll let it slide.